Hello, hello, hello. It's Keita Williams, founder and chief strategist of Successfully. Successfully is an elite accountability practice, so that makes me your personal professional butt kicker. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for bearing with us with all the technology doing its techie things today. I think my Wi Fi must know it's Monday. My Wi-Fi has a case of the Monday. So hopefully we'll get through this live stream incident free. Well, as always, thank you. Thank you for joining us. So glad it's Monday. So excited to be here. We have so many exciting things to share with you. And just kind of this is such a really great time of year because like most folks it's back to school season, and I almost think of like this time of year is almost like a great time to start like your New Year's resolutions kind of thing. Because like you're getting back into a regular routine. We're not taking so many vacations. There's summer Fridays are coming to a thrilling close. We're getting back to the sun is going down a little earlier. And we can kind of reestablish a routine, really get some momentum going so that we can finish this part of the year really strong, but also set ourselves up for a really positive start to 2023. And so I'm going to take you on a quick trip down memory lane. I won't drag you too far off topic here. I won't drag you too far off topic. Um, but I remember I am not athletic. I'm just going to tee this up. So don't ask a lot of questions on this. But my mom had us involved in a whole bunch of sports when we were coming up. We played basketball, we played volleyball, we played tennis. I swam, all the things. I wasn't particularly athletically gifted, nor did I really have an interest in it. Right? It's just not my thing. Um, the idea of dribbling anything. What's really crazy is that I had a growth spurt in college. So the height, if you know me personally, you know I'm rather tall. I was not that tall when I was actually playing sports. So there you have it. Very little interest in it. But one thing, when we came back to school and we started our fall sports, we always started with the fundamentals. We would go right. So if it was basketball season, we were right back to chest pass, bounce pass, uh, jump shot, layup. We were doing very basic fundamentals. And so I started thinking about this time of year and what that meant for me as I was kind of growing up. And if you compare it to your business, you're always growing and maturing in your business, but there has to I want you to always take a little time to check in on the fundamentals, right? Because like business is not hard. It's not hard. It's usually our stuff, junk, and things, our limiting beliefs, our inability to take action. It's usually us that is the problem. It's not that business itself is so hard and so difficult that you can't succeed at it. It's usually our baggage that we're dragging from the baggage claim that really shows up in these spaces. Okay. And so I really wanted to revisit the fundamentals because again, we're kind of this is a great time to rededicate, recommit to our businesses. And so when I think about the fundamentals, when you're thinking of building a coaching or consulting business, even service-based businesses kind of thing, the fundamentals in my mind. Now this can be debated, but in my mind, the fundamentals are having platinum clients, having a platinum client, so being very clear about who you work with, having a platinum offer that meets the needs of that platinum client, and then having a consistent way to connect with your potential platinum clients, right? And we can get fancier underneath those umbrellas. But if you're starting out, if you're stuck, if you're not seeing the results that you're looking for in your business, go back to the fundamentals. Whenever I feel like things are wobbly, I go back to the fundamentals. When I'm ready to scale or I want to turn the heat up on something, I revisit the fundamentals, right? Am I communicating clearly to my platinum client? Is my offer really meeting their needs? And am I showing up consistently so they know what I do and they know when to reach out to me and I know when to reach out to them? Am I creating a conversation, right? And so let's just take this first piece of the puzzle with the fundamentals. And I've been kind of going through some of this and reworking this for myself, as you know, we kind of fine tune and you know I will say that what I want to do and the right direction I want to take this practice is evolving. And so the types of individuals that I work with are evolving in this process as well. I daydream. I think next year I'm going to take six one-on-one clients for the year. And you have to buy out for the year. I'm only going to take six one-on-one clients for the entire year. Oh, that's going to be so cool. I'll have my group coaching. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, but I'm only going to work with six. So like I'm thinking about reconfiguring this and what that looks like. So when you think about your ideal client, or as I like to call them, platinum clients, and the reason why I use this phrase, and you'll see more of this in the coming weeks, is the idea that coaching is a luxury service. It's a luxury. It's a luxury. You can live a full life and never work with a coach. Now I'm going to say everybody needs coaches, but it's a luxury service. We're providing a luxury good, right? And so when we think of luxury, I think of those precious metals. I think of gold. I think of platinum. I think of of silver, and I think of diamonds, and I just think of and emeralds and rubies and that sort of thing, right? But so like when I think about where I want to take things, we want to make sure that we're thinking about our ideal client. There has to be a level of exclusivity. There has to be a level of exclusivity. So like not everyone is your client. Not everyone is your client. Not everyone needs or wants to work with you, or that not need or want your help. And not everyone has the resources to work with you, right? And so I just think it's really important that we acknowledge that not we if you try to help everyone, you actually help no one, right? And so exclusivity. So kind of think of like that roadside diner that when you go in, or even I won't even say Cheesecake Factory. But when the menu is 45 to 50 pages long, that there can't be expertise there, right? You're looking at a lot of okay things or mediocre things, right? When we think of a fine dining experience, you're lucky if the menu is one page long, right? Because it's highly curated. It shows a level of expertise. And so I want you to think of what you have to offer and who you want to work with the very same way that you're offering a high touch, high level of expertise for a very specific client. So, like, not everyone is your perfect client. And like, understand that there's a bit of trial and error with this. You're not going to nail it right away, but know that you can date it. You can date your platinum client, potential platinum client. You don't have to marry it. You don't have this long-term commitment. It doesn't have to be I pick one and I stay with that forever, because your interests will change. But everything flows so much easier. Everything flows when you have a specific niche, right? Or if you say it niche, your niche is rich. You can say it that way if you want to make it rhyme, right? Everything flows. Your marketing will flow. Your offers will flow. The way that you connect with that ideal client will flow when you are very specific, right? And the reality is that when we are deciding who we want to work with, we have to make sure that they're a niche within a niche, that they're a very small group. They have the resources to work with you. They acknowledge that they need support and they want help, right? So they have to want and need you. And they need the help. They have to acknowledge they have a problem, but they also have to have the resources to work with you. So, like, as much as you might want to work with college students, they might not have the money to work with you, just being honest. And as much as you want to be altruistic, we have to think about it from the approach, well, if you can't work with this segment of the population, are there organizations that support that segment of the population? And maybe you partner with the organization. Sometimes you have to just rethink it a little bit, right? The other thing, so exclusivity, we want to have excellence. We want to be able to operate in excellence. So you don't necessarily have to be your ideal client, right? Like you don't necessarily have to experience everything that your platinum ideal client has ever experienced in your life. You don't have to exactly mirror their experiences, but it does help if you have some working knowledge of how they feel, how they think and feel. But what you have to have are the skill sets and that secret sauce so you can actually help that potential platinum client, right? We have to have that skill set. We have to have those tools in our toolkits. And we want to help be in a scenario or in a space where you can help them reach their version of excellence, right? So can you walk them through that transformation? Can you cross them over that transformation bridge? Do you have everything you need to support that ideal client, to support that potential platinum client, right? Do you have everything? And if you don't, are there what type of training do you need? What sort of things do you need to add to show up and support that type of client, right? And then finally, I would say you have to have some level of excitement. You know, if every time you get on a client call, you're rolling your eyes, you're sighing, or you have a whole like, oh, what are they going to want to talk about now? If you are upset before you even get to the call, if you dread interacting with that client, they're not your ideal client. They're not that platinum client that you're looking for. You want to be excited and interested to work with them. You know, you want to be in a space where you look forward to those calls with one another. You look forward to helping them with strategy. You look forward to helping them troubleshoot. You get excited when they have a win, right? You're excited to usher them through the icky stuff. You know, the stuff that the painful chrysalis part of the journey. You're excited about helping them with the transformation. If you are rolling your eyes, if you're upset before you even get to the call, I want you to rethink. Think about who you enjoy talking to. Think about in your day-to-day life, what types of people really light you up? And does that show up on your client roster or show up in the types of clients you want to work with, right? So like I think that and that may change over time. Your excitement level may change over time. You know, you may find that there's something else you're longing to do, or like your clients have grown up, and so therefore they have more mature things that they have to work through. Especially if you're a business coach. Especially if you're a business coach, your clients will grow, so will their businesses grow. Their businesses will grow, and their needs will grow, right? And so that your interest may shift alongside the maturity of their businesses, right? And so, I want you to keep these in mind, that be exclusive, have some level of exclusivity. Not everyone is your client. You want to have that niche. You want to be very specific so that you can speak directly to the transformation they want to see in their lives. You want to be able to speak to their pain, but you also want to speak to their aspirations, who they desire to become, who they want to be. And like when you say, I remember when I first started, I would say things like, I work with high performing type A women. Well, I don't know any women that aren't that, you know? And so like if I'm talking to every high performing type A woman, I'm not going to reach them. And I can't solve every one of their problems. But over time, we got more niche. We're very specific about who we support and very specific about the directions we want. We want to grow as an organization, but also what we can deliver for our clients, right? And so that exclusivity, operating in excellence, that you have the skills and the tools in your toolkit to help your client be a better version of themselves. And then that idea of excitement, that you're excited and interested to work with those types of individuals, that this potential platinum client lights you up. You look forward to having your coaching calls. You look forward to those meetings with them. You look forward to those strategy sessions. You look forward to all of those things, right? And so I think that it's just really important to really go back to these fundamentals. Take a few minutes, check in. Along the way, have you muddied the waters a little bit, or have you taken on projects to fill your pipeline that don't necessarily align with the types of individuals or organizations you want to work with? Now's a great time to assess that. Like, we're getting back into rhythm. Everybody's back in the office. Decisions are still being made. We're going into like the final sprint of the year. Revisit it. Revisit it. And so we have some very exciting news I want to share with you. If you're part of our corporate escape route community, please reach out to Lucille, our concierge in the community. We're just so excited because similar to what I've been yelling about, the fundamentals and scaling and those sorts of things, that we are reopening the doors to the Exit Strategy Academy, and that's our flagship group coaching program. And so that's for part-time coaches and consultants who want to transition out of their corporate gigs and work in their business full-time. And our guarantee on that program is that we're going to help you get 20 clients in 12 months or less. And so this is a year-long mentorship program. So if you have a handful of amazing clients, but you really want more, so you can get your freedom and flexibility, or if you're kind of in a place where your coaching revenue or your consulting revenue is unpredictable and unreliable, so you are feeling like it's not safe to take that leap, or if you're feeling like you're uncomfortable with sales, or you don't have like a healthy system in place, so you always have warm new leads, so that you can have those sales conversations. I want you to really consider thinking about the Exit Strategy Academy, because we help you jumpstart that organic lead generation. We help you strengthen your sales skills. We have one of the premier sales coaches who leads $1 billion sales business right now. He leads $1 billion business. He comes and coaches for us, right? So if you got sales questions, if you're uncomfortable, we have the tools to help you with that. We help you develop that offer ladder so you can go from one to one to many, and we'll help you with those automated funnels, and as well as the systems to grow your business. Now, if this sounds like you and you want to learn more about how we do it, you can reach out to your personal concierge, or you can book a call. You can book a strategy session at successbully.com/call. And we have a special back to school promotion going on right now, where we are actually we're giving you advanced access to my latest ebook, which is going to be focused all on that platinum high ticket client. So I think that we want to work smart, not hard. And a lot of that is in the economics when it comes to building your practice. And we also have a platinum high ticket offer virtual boot camp. So we're going to give you a seat in that special training. So if you want to hear more about it, reach out and book a strategy session at successbully.com/call. Once again, I am Keita Williams. I am the founder and chief strategist of Success Bully. Let's get after it.